friends, it's me, Miss Isabelle. I'm so glad you're here with me today. We're going to do something really fun, but first I want to ask you something. Have you been baking at home recently, or maybe even cooking? I love to bake, and I've been doing a lot of it. I've baked cookies, cake, bread, you name it, I've baked it. But today we're going to do something that I haven't done before, so I'm really glad you guys are here to help me. Have you ever heard of resurrection rolls? These rolls are really cool because they actually tell the story of Jesus and what happened on Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, and today, Easter Sunday. What do you remember about Good Friday, Jesus dying on the cross, and Easter Sunday? Go grab someone in your house and tell them. I'll wait. Right. Oh my gosh, you guys are pretty smart. You're totally right. The crucifixion of Jesus and his resurrection on the third day make up the center of one big story called the Bible. Jesus was hung on the cross and died for our sins. On the third day, he rose again. You know and understand the story, which will make this little baking experience much more cool. Before we start, we're going to need clean hands. I just washed my hands. So, now we're going to grab some marshmallows. Oh, I gotta eat this one. Really love marshmallow. Okay, we're gonna pretend that this marshmallow is Jesus. And just like the women we're gonna do with Jesus's body, we're going to put oils on it. Our oil is gonna be butter. We will anoint him with oil, or in our case, butter. Also just dip it on in there. Next, the ladies rubbed spices on his body. So we're gonna rub brown sugar on it. Give a little brown sugar bath, right? And then we're gonna put a little bit of cinnamon. So they put lots of different spices on Jesus' body. And then they wrapped his body in cloth and placed him in the tomb. So we are going to wrap him up tight in the tomb. And then we're going to seal it. And to make this work, I think we need to seal it up perfectly, right? Do you know what happened next? Right. They put a big rock over the door so that nobody could get in. So let's make sure mine's all sealed up tight. What do you think? Is my tomb sealed? Looks pretty good, right? Okay, so we're gonna do that again. Okay, while that bakes, I'm gonna tell you that story in a little bit more detail. An angry crowd took Jesus away to their religious leaders. They wanted to find a reason to kill Jesus, but Jesus had done nothing wrong. They took him to Pilate, the governor. Pilate's soldiers made a crown of thorns and placed it on Jesus' head. They put a purple robe around him and pretended to bow down to him. Then they led Jesus away. Jesus was nailed to the cross. They put a sign above Jesus' head that said, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." 2 criminals were put on crosses next to Jesus, and darkness covered the land. Jesus cried out, my God, why have you abandoned me?" Jesus died and was buried in a tomb. A large stone was rolled in front of the tomb, and Pilate's soldiers guarded the tomb so that no one would steal Jesus' body. On the third day, 2 of Jesus' friends, both named Mary, went to the tomb. They were very sad. Suddenly, there was a big earthquake, and an angel came down from heaven. The angel rolled away the stone and sat on it. The guards fainted. The angel spoke to the women. "Do not be afraid. Jesus is not here. He has risen from the dead just as he said he would." The women were so happy. Jesus was alive. They left the tomb to tell Jesus' disciples the good news. Just then, Jesus greeted them. The women worshipped him. Jesus said, "Do not be afraid. Tell my brothers to go to Galilee. They will see me there." Jesus appeared to Peter and then to his other disciples. Then Jesus appeared to more than 500 people who followed him. Many people saw with their own eyes that Jesus is alive. Oh my gosh, they're ready. thousands of years, Christians have used this phrase as a greeting and a way to declare the good news. When you hear a person say, "He is risen," you can respond by saying, "He is risen indeed." Do you want to try that together? I'll do the first part and you guys will do the second part, okay? He is risen. Awesome job. Before we open them together, let's see if you guys have been listening. What does the marshmallow represent? That's right, Jesus. So, do you think that Jesus is going to be inside our freshly baked, yummy tomb? Let's find out. Drum roll, please. Ooh, so it probably looked a little bit like this, the tomb, when the stone was rolled away. And Jesus is not there. We rolled up our marshmallows and sealed them tight, but after our rolls baked, the marshmallows were gone. Jesus' body was sealed up tight, and once the stone was rolled away, Jesus was gone. Our marshmallows just melted, but Jesus really did come back to life. When we trust in him, Jesus gives us life forever. Jesus died on the cross, but is alive today. Bye, see you next week.